Next up at UFC 306, we have Daniel Zellhuber taking on Esteban Ribovics. Daniel Zellhuber, 15-1 in his career. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He is riding a 3-fight win streak. He's taking on Esteban Ribovics, 13-1 in his career, 4-1 in his last 5. He's coming off that head kick knockout over Terrence McKinney. This is a fight that has a lot of people very, very confident. I am seeing a ton of Daniel Zellhuber is going to win. DZ for the win. DC definitely wins this. And I get it. He's very good. He's an impressive striker. He's very aggressive. He's nice and dynamic. He has incredibly long limbs that gives him power, range, leverage for grappling. Despite his long legs, which can be a negative defending takedowns, for him, he's got some pretty solid takedown defense as well. If he is taken down, he's wrapping people up using those limbs. He's coming off that exciting win over Francisco Prado. He's taking on Esteban Ribovics. This guy is very good. Very, very good. Impressive striker, sneaky power. His strikes are tight. They're short. They're accurate. He's got a nice tight guard. He works forward. He picks his shots. Despite his impressive knockout highlights, he is not just a striker. He's got nice takedowns and solid BJJ as well. He'll shoot clean doubles or he'll work upper body takedowns. When he gets you to the ground, he immediately looks to snatch something up. He's coming off that first round KO win over Terrence McKinney. This is a close fight. We have said this a million times. Both Jacob and I do our predictions and our breakdowns and all that before we look at the odds. I assumed this was dead even. This should be dead even. The fact that Daniel Zellhuber is more than a 2-1 favorite is crazy to me. And you can't even blame it on recency bias because Ribovics just beat the shit out of somebody. So it's not even like Ribovics. I don't know why the odds are as insanely wide as they are. We have seen Ribovics out-technique people. We've seen him out-strike people. We've seen him out-power people. We've seen him out-scramble, out-grapple, get takedowns. Esteban Ribovics is the pick. I think he wins this fight. I'm shocked to see that the line is this wide. I have a bet on Esteban Ribovics, and then I said I was going to go back and place a plus 3.5, which I haven't done yet, so I'm going to check now and see what those odds are. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, let me start by saying that I respect the talents of Daniel Zellhuber. This kid's fucking good. I mean, you're not 15-1. You've been in the UFC 3, 4, 5 fights now, and not be a good young prospect. I mean, he's a long dude, young kid, tough. He is a fucking really, really clean, technical striker, and he is one of those guys, just like with Bahama Mama. Like, if you just stand in front of these guys and you try to out-technical them, you're probably going to get pieced apart, right? Because they're long, they got really nice jabs, and you saw that happen to Prado. Prado tried to just kind of out-technical this guy, and he was landing some stuff early, but once this guy Zellhuber gets in his fucking flow state and he starts landing that really stiff jab, all of a sudden you lose your fucking eye and the fight is over. That's basically what happened to Prado. The good news is, for as good and technical and everything that Zellhuber is, he can kind of get backed up. He doesn't really like the pressure as much as you would like. He's not in that same flow state. And Esteban Ribovics is a guy that isn't he's technical, but he also do the off-speed stuff, the off-balance stuff, the off-angle stuff. He's not necessarily just standing right in front of you like a Prado and trying to outstrike you. He will do kind of the weird stuff, the weird kicks, the head kicks, the spinning stuff, the pressure. And he is a tough son of a bitch. And what I love the most from him is you can tell he's a high IQ guy. When he gets somebody hurt and they're against the fence and they're shelling up, he's like, okay, protect your fucking head. I'm going to start ripping your fucking body. And he is a high IQ guy when he gets you hurt. He is a high IQ guy in there understanding the importance of winning rounds. You saw that versus Quamela Kirk. He knew he lost that first round and he could not give up another round. So every time he was taken down, boom, I know I have to get back to my feet. I'm not going to waste another fucking round. He pulled that fight out. I like his power here. I like his pressure here. This is my lock of the week, but this isn't, like I mentioned, my lock of the week video. It's not a typical, I'm going all in. Last week I had fucking $1,300 on Taco Padilla. I knew what was going to happen in that fight. This is just what you said. I think the odds should be a fucking split, fucking even. Both sides, minus 110. This is going to be a really, really good fight. I can't wait for this fight. I just think Esteban's going to have the toughness, the pressure, and the bigger moments. Could find a finish. I hope he finds a finish. I think that this could have like a split decision written all over it. But I just think Ribovics going to have the bigger moments, and that's why he's my lock of the week.
Yeah, we're both on the same side. Hopefully we do that 2 weeks in a row. I picked Padilla, you picked Padilla. Great. You made Padilla the lock. Even better. I picked Ribovics, you picked Ribovics. You made him the lock. Awesome. Anytime we are both on the lock of the week, not anytime, the majority of the time it hits. We've got completely different reads on fights. We're different people. Our brains work differently. So when that happens, I'm not a big dog guy. So when we're both on the same guy, seems to work. So I'm hoping the same happens here because we both got money on Esteban here. I do want him to wrestle a little more than he traditionally does, and we've seen some takedowns out of him. Well, I would like if he did. I
promise he's not going to wrestle.
I'll bet you he gets one takedown.
That doesn't mean that's not a wrestling game plan. He's not going to wrestle. He might find a weird fucking takedown in a certain scramble or against a fence or whatever, but he's not going to be actively shooting takedowns.
We'll see what happens. People keep citing the Francisco Prado. Dude, Francisco Prado just wants to stand there and bang. He's very good, but there's no threat of anything else. We're both on the Ribovic side. He will be in my DraftKings lineup at $7,200. This is how I can afford the $97 on Shiwiwi. I imagine you're going to do the same.
Yeah.
There we go. WeWantPicks.com. Click become a member. It's freaking $10. $10 for everything you could ever want or need heading into a fight week, and you're going to get that for 4 fight weeks.
Is Zellhuber was it Bahama Mama? I always get those mixed up. One of them's with Bilal. I think it's Zellhuber.
I don't know. No, it's Bilal. It's Zellhuber's at Extreme Couture.
So Bahama Mama is with
It's got to be. If one of them is, yeah, it's got to be.